What's up? My name's Adam. Thank you so much for joining the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review of Civil War, an A24 movie that just came out over the weekend, and it was a pretty good watch. Definitely one I feel like I would recommend seeing in theaters. This movie did get a 7.6 on IMDb, directed by Alex Garland, and two of the bigger names in this movie are Nick Offerman from Parks and Rec and Kirsten Dunst from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire. What this movie is about, Kirsten Dunst is a photographer, and she has a team, someone else who works for the New York Times, and then a girl who joins who just wants to be a photographer and joins them. They are traveling from New York to Washington, D.C. to try to get an interview with the president, who has it doesn't say exactly, but it looks like he's kind of turned into like a dictatorship almost. He goes into his third term is what they said on it. I think 28 states succeeded. California, Texas, I believe, were the leaders, which is an odd pair. But other than that, this movie is just about Kirsten Dunst and her team driving from New York, Washington, D.C. to get an interview with the president because they think it's the last the last good story that they have that they can do. On the way there, they run into some trouble, but eventually they do get to the White House where the president is. When they do get there, they find out that the Western forces, which is the it's like, I guess, the forces of the California, Texas, trying to overthrow the government because of the dictatorship going on, are there, and they are there to pretty much kill the president. So the last 15-20 minutes of the movie, spoiler alert, is them rushing into the White House and them photographing and documenting everything that's happening, from the Western forces infiltrating the White House and killing the president. This is where, I mean, the movie was pretty good until this point, but it kind of lost me a couple points in this part. One of them was was a decoy. So to get the president out, they stack 3 cars where you think the president's trying to make his escape. They leave out right where everybody's shooting from, and obviously the Western forces intercept it. They crash into him, and they open the doors. The president's not there. Obviously that was going to be a decoy, and it was the dumbest decoy ever. So if you're having that kind of decoy, the president's still in the White House. Eventually they're going to find out it's a decoy and then storm the White House. So why would he still be sitting there? That makes absolutely no sense to me. To me, if they're doing a decoy and leaving, he should have had another plan to go out a different way, but whatever. I'll get past that at this point. So they find out it's a decoy. They go in and infiltrate the White House, trying to find the president. And in this, when they're pretty close to it, the girl that is with them runs out to try to take a picture, and in the middle of the shooting, which is the first dumb thing that happened, and then Kirsten Dunst's character was like, okay, I'll be a hero and push her out of the way. That's fine, but the way she did it I thought was dumb. She went, pushes her out of the way right in the middle of the hallway where the gunfire is, and just stands there, and then it looks like she's like walking towards it because it's taking in the POV of the girl taking pictures. Why didn't she just jump and dive on top of her? Why didn't she jump like they rolled over? Like literally anything else could have happened, but she literally pushed her down in the middle of the hallway, stood there and just stared at her and like, yep, I'm gonna get shot now. Like, that was the dumbest thing that's ever happened. Those two things kind of took me out of the movie. I liked it up until those points, just the dumb character decisions that were happening there. Overall, though, I would give it a 7 out of 10, which is weird after I just kind of dogged the last 15 minutes of the movie. But I mean, it was okay. The acting was good. It wasn't great. There were some good moments in it as well, like they're traveling through, getting into some trouble. There were some good parts of that. But yeah, overall, give it a 7 out of 10. And rewatchability, I would give it low to medium. There could be a chance I'll watch again, but I don't know. It's probably not going to be one I buy on physical. But let me know down in the comments what you thought of the movie. Is this a must watch for you? Is it not? Are you going to see it or not, or skip it? Make sure to hit that subscribe button.